Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get more of an increased APY basically for holding your token. So in today's video what we're going to be doing is staking BNB and trying to get up to maybe 16-17% APY on it. It's pretty much, I think from what I can gather, one of the highest you can get for without the risk of an impermanent loss and things like that. So make sure you stick around to learn how I do this. You can see here on this website, Nanoly, it gives you a breakdown of different APYs and stuff like that. When you type into this BNB, I want to single stake it. Currently some of the best ones are around 3.23%. Obviously this is a reward APY, it's not an actual base APY. We can go more to have LPs. Obviously we're going to get much higher on different platforms and stuff like that, but as I said, I'm not interested in getting higher APY and having the risk of impermanent loss and things like that. So I'm focusing more on just a single aspect for BNB. I was using Venus platform for a little while. I had BNB staking this, but as you can see I was only getting to 0.36%, I think it is, for staking BNB, wherever it is here. Yeah, it's here actually, sorry. Yeah, so I was only getting to 0.36% for staking BNB. We could potentially do looping on this, that we'd stake the BNB and borrow BNB and put it back in, but I think what was happening was I still wasn't earning a decent APY, and obviously I had the risk of, if BNB dropped in price, then potentially my loan wouldn't be collateralized anymore and it would liquidate me. So I kind of was moving away from that. So the next protocol was obviously Beefy. So this is pretty much where I am at the moment. If you don't understand BNBx and BNB, it's pretty much BNBx is BNB liquid staking version of it. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but from what I've learned and read over things, that's pretty much what it is. I will be doing this instead of going for this 18% one, because I'm not sure the Swapfish protocol what it's like, and obviously because the TVL is low, I'm more interested in going for the higher TVLs at the moment. Safety score, again, according to Beefy, is 9.7. All of them are 9.7, so you know they're fairly decent at the moment. You can see up here at the moment I currently have 2,200 in. This is Phantom and Spooky Swap Boo token. Obviously with Phantom pump lately, it's after growing nicely for me. My plan here is obviously staking the BNBx and BNB and earning more over time, and obviously adding to this as another method to kind of build up on the coins I'm holding and obviously reduce the risk. So the first call basically is we go to this platform, Stader. Again, it's a platform that allows you to stake your BNB. It's been around for a while. I know they started out originally I think on the Terra Luna and have moved over. So you know there's different chains that they operate on. Another way to basically get your tokens working for you, obviously in the form of liquid staking. So you can see here the APY even for staking it is 3.06%. Now I have to double check, is this APY here including that? If not, then you could potentially be getting the around 18%. So I have to double check on this. Now just remember, there is, when you're adding coins to this, there is lock-in periods of like maybe 7 days or potentially 7 days to claim your BNBx. But if you wanted to sell your BNBx, which you could do on PancakeSwap, if you want to get out of the position quickly, because the BNBx can be traded openly as well. Just remember, if you send BNBx from your wallet, you can't go back, and if you send it to a different account, you can't just go back and claim it, because this is technically the receipt token as well for your position. So we're just going to quickly go through it now of adding the BNBx to this. So you can see here I have 3.1 BNB, so all I want to do is add the 1.5 to it, because I'm going to keep the other 1.5 to add as the LP parent. So again, everything I do is through Ledger Wallet. I highly encourage anyone that's in crypto to get a Ledger Wallet. You know, it's one of the go-to things in crypto. So I think I have a link below in the description if you can use it. Now that I have my Ledger Wallet basically logged in and all that stuff, I'm going to just stake the 1.5 BNB. You can see there on the background, so obviously now that's gone through now. You can see here there's different options to use. I'm sticking with Beefy for the time being, just because I use it regularly, until I start to learn a bit more about these other platforms or what's involved with it. So you can see here I've added the BNB to it. Again, I can approve, I can remove it, so there's what I get. Just remember, this price of one BNB in comparison to the BNBx is up here. There's a different rate, so that's why there's a small network fee and all that there. So if I wanted to withdraw it or approve it on staking and withdraw it, it's pretty much done through here. So here we are on Beefy platform again. You can see obviously my average APY and daily yield. Obviously these are from the other tokens, Spooky Swap and Phantom. So what I'm going to be doing is jumping into this one for the time being, basically because the TVL is much higher than the other ones. So as I said, I feel a bit safer getting into these. So we open up the BNBx and BNB Vault. You can see already there's nearly 3 million in it, and the APY is 15.16 because it's boosted, and last harvest was obviously 11 minutes ago, so it's an active vault. No deposit fees and no withdrawal fees, which is brilliant. Again, as I said, I don't necessarily mind it too much because of these other two platforms. You know, at the moment this is after getting a good jump up from what it was yesterday. It was at 12.9 was the average. So as I said, we're now sitting up around the average of 17. So as I said, there's your percentage there. But for the time being, as I said, I'm going to be using this one. So to add in liquidity, we want to add liquidity here. So I haven't got any of the tokens yet, and I have the BNB and I obviously have the BNBx. So we go to add liquidity. It brings us to this ellipsis finance. Here we are again, obviously adding liquidity. You can see here it's not like similar liquidity adding where we have to make sure they're both equal. So this is obviously something different that I didn't know about. But as I said, I'm making sure I'm using all the BNBx and obviously not in my entire balance of BNB. You can see here getting a bonus of the 0.0023% for adding it like this. Again, I think it's because you're not adding just one side and they're left trying to make it up. So again, we just add liquidity. Approve the contract to spend your tokens again. Again, obviously all done through the Ledger Wallet. And that's pretty much now creating the LP pair for me. So you can see here BNBx and BNB, and I'm receiving 1.4 of the ellipsis finance LP. So I can obviously have the option, if I wanted to, is to stake it here, which I don't want to, or as I said, I can go right back here to Beefy, and I just refresh the page to make sure they're gone over here. So you can see then I have 1.4. I can deposit the max, then again no deposit fees, no withdrawal fee, and deposit $910 worth of it. Obviously this is going to compound and grow for me anyway because of the way Beefy works. The APYs, as I said, are not bad still for it, much better than what you would get for your single staking of BNB. Obviously the main risks here we have to be aware of is from the likes of that Stader platform itself or the Ellipse Finance platform. If it's the case you start to see errors or problems with them online, that's when we have to look at getting our coins basically out of it. But at the moment, as I said, we still have access to them. We can withdraw them from here, from Beefy, and go and break the LP, or we can just break the LP obviously and then sell it on the market to BNBx. So, you know, with everything there's a bit more risk as you get them higher APYs. However, I feel I'm most comfortable with this approach to get my basically higher APYs through this way. So a bit of going back and forward trying to create the LPs and different websites and different things, but as I said, it's much higher than what you were going to get for your basic BNB of, I think it was 2 or 3%, 4% maybe. So at least this way we're quadrupling our APYs, reducing our risk from obviously impermanent loss, and you know, it's at least it's generating for us. So as you can see there, it's gone through. If I go back to the dashboard here, you can see my deposits now has gone up. Estimated daily yield, obviously it's not an extreme, to 1.6, but you can see here I'm getting it from Phantom, and obviously I will start earning from 33% or 33 cent with the BNB. As I said, I was holding that in my wallet. I wasn't going to be earning anything with it. You can imagine, you know, I think we can grow this up then obviously to the 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. It won't be long before it is earning $1 or $2 a day. And as I said, these are sustainable ways to earn passive income. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, not much more to say on it. Another way to increase your APYs and growing your balance by reducing risk. So yeah, we're going to leave it there for today's video. If you like this type of content, I'll be doing more of it anyway. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong on something. As I said, I don't know everything about crypto. I don't pretend that I know everything about it. I'm just learning and going through it and reading up on as much stuff as I can. So let me know what you think. Thanks very much for taking the time and watching the video, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.